my brother, James Wedgeworth, went to work with Southwestern, and then I wanted to sell books, and we found out they didn't have women on teams selling books, but we pushed against that, and two of the sales managers were helpful to me in finding a way to have that opportunity of learning how to sell. And then the opportunity of learning how to build an organization. I use those skills today, learning how to communicate, learning how to do it concisely, how to craft that message that you're wanting to communicate. I look at organizational skills and how important those are.
If there's one central idea that you think would help steer the country in the right direction, what would that be?
Constantly remember that we, the United States of America, we are a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. It's important to realize that our founders did not spell people in small case letters. It is a formal noun. That is us, the citizenry, the people. And it is important for us to realize that, and the strength that comes from that. We're the leader of the free world. If the United States does not show up to fight for freedom, there will not be someone show up to fight and defend this nation. I say I get up every day to work on 5 things, preserving 5 things: faith, family, freedom, hope, and opportunity. And the decisions that you make, I say, how is it going to encourage our faith and strengthen our families and broaden our freedoms, strengthen those freedoms? How will it allow hope for today, tomorrow, and future generations? And how does it affect opportunity for each and every American citizen? Have a curious mind and ask a lot of questions. And during my time selling as a student salesman, I realized the importance of asking questions. There is no such thing as a dumb question, and there is no such thing as a failed test, because you're always learning, and you want to have that curious mind that causes you to question things. How did this happen? Why did it happen? Why did it happen when it did and not earlier or later? And whether it's events or whether it is science or whether it's medicine, the field that you're studying or looking at, just have that curious mind. You lead people and you manage assets. What are their strengths and their weaknesses? How do they go about developing those strengths and weaknesses? Finding out what motivates them. What is at the base of their desires? Helping them to realize they can dream those big dreams and they can make those dreams come true. And I realized through my days at Southwestern as a student salesman and then as a sales manager, how important that is to invest that time that is necessary to build that relationship with people, that you really do help them be the best that they can possibly be. Don't accept no. If somebody tells you you can't do something, you probably can, and it's probably going to be up to you to figure out how to do that. And you look at some of our great innovations and some of our nation's great innovators, or the world's great innovators, and they refused to accept no or to hear you can't do that. and looked for a way to make that happen.
If you enjoy this podcast, please make sure to subscribe. And to stay updated on everything that the Action Catalyst is up to, make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Action Catalyst Podcast and on Twitter at Catalyst_Action. And thanks for listening.